In this video, we're going to have a look at White Dwarf issue 98. Scifiwargamers, helping you explore the hobby. Greetings hobby fans, my name's Marcel and it's my mission to help you explore the hobby. So today we're going to have a little look through issue 98 of Games Workshop's White Dwarf magazine. Let's get to it. Okay, so today we are having a look at Games Workshop's White Dwarf issue number 98. With a lovely front cover of these ultramarines in the midst of a battle. I've always wondered what this panel here is. Is it part of the missile launcher's shield? I don't know. So this came out in February of 1988. Some adverts for Talisman Timescape. I always wanted the Space Marine out of that as a child. Some Chaos Thugs over here. Some interesting names, I hope. Kalos the Strong and Frank Mansbane. Frank, the well-known Chaos Thug. Yet more adverts. Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, £15. Don't know if you can hear all those seagulls outside at the moment. There is no end of them. I think they are in a breeding frenzy. There are seagulls everywhere and they've made a massive mess of my car. Anyway, here we have some Chaos Centaurs with Oxbrain Bloodhorse over here and Rotwort Doomtrot down the bottom there. Very interesting names. Some interesting chapter approved article about the creation of Space Marines back in the day, where you have your back peeled open, exposing a piece of black carapace here. There you have Marneus Calgar, not known as Marneus Calgar. He is in fact Imperial Commander. And his best friend, Ogryn Hero. £1.95. I think this is the first Ogryn they released for 40k. I may be wrong. Please let me know in the comments if I am. An early Space Wolf picture there. I love the old logo. Look at his mouth. Marvellous. An advert for Dungeon Quest. This looks like quite a good game. Is this still available? I need to know. Critical Mass, that book review column. And Thrud the Barbarian, the long-running comic. One day we'll have to do a article on those. Talisman Day, Saturday the 6th of February 1988. Did anyone go to that? Gobbledygook, the 40k version, always looks an absolute mess, but probably quite entertaining. The artwork is actually very good. Isn't that a Lehman Russ? An Orc Battle Buggy. My friend had a few of those, and I was always very jealous. I like the bad year tyres on there. Not good year, bad year. Here we have some artwork from the artist Tony Huff, I believe. He was 23 at the time of print. I assume this one's a self-portrait. I think I worked with him. Looks very familiar. Some Minotaurs and a Minotaur Lord. Scenes from Courtly Life. Bit of history for you there. Your character pack. And Dwarf Adventurers. What wonderful names have we got today? Little Andy, Hassan-e Shabir, and Rich with a WR. Interesting way of spelling Rich. Ah, there's my favourite. Wounded or Wound Dead. Wound up dead, wounded. Is that where the phrase comes from? I don't know. Iron Warriors, but not the Space Marine versions. Looks a bit like a Space Marine. Maybe, maybe not. These are lovely pieces of art, aren't they? Index Astartes, the Mentor Legion. Hands up if you remember these guys. Here you have your wife helping you put your armour on in the morning. Is that his wife? I don't know. And what spaceship is that there? I didn't think I recognised that. Spaceship. Here we can see his armour hanging up ready to be put on. I like the white and green, it looks very snazzy, especially with the white strip down the head. The Mentor Legion were known for having their high-spec new technology equipment, such as targeting webs, shift fields, and time warpers. Let's do the time warper again. Then we're on to Grapes of Wrath. This adventure makes an ideal link between Death on the Reich and the forthcoming power behind the throne. So it's a scenario for Warhammer Fantasy roleplay with a floating skull. Looks like something out of Harry Potter. Some lovely maps. Not a lot of detail. This looks like a Michael Jackson tiptoe pose down here. The skull is having a rest on this man's chest, as you do. Here are the locals. And what's this? We have a leaflet. Hi, please consider joining our Patreon. I will love you forever. The link to which is in the description below. Well, that's very interesting. We'll certainly have a look at that. Look at this guy. He's eating a pizza. Some more pieces of artwork. I think I worked with him as well. Sigismund Halsbrett. Looks like Mr. Mudd. I'll ask you when I see you if you knew you were in the White Dwarf, 1988. Here we have Warhammer 40,000 Space Pirates. You don't see many of these around anymore. People like Dambo Queltz, Pop Stewart, and then some Imperial Armour troopers. Is this a joke here? Like Female Trooper Bush. Where did I just see the other one? And Trooper Dick. Dick and Bush. Interesting. We also have Emerson, Palmer. So that means there's going to be a lake, doesn't it? I can't see lake anywhere. So we've got Emerson, Palmer, and there is no lake from what I see. That is a shame. Lake. Emerson, Lake, Palmer. There we go, that old band. Casualty. My favourite. Always my favourite, the Casualty Mini. Not really sure why. Still in the old Grapes of Wrath scenario. They certainly put a lot of effort into these back in the day. And here we have an heavy metal article, which is an excerpt from the Art Dungeon Diary. There's John Blanche there, in his lovely leather waistcoat. I think that's Sean Masterson, but I'm not 100% sure. These fantastic minis. I love the old style of painting orcs and goblins. It's a really yellowy green. I think it looks splendid. Marilyn Monroe on the banner there. Two old dreadnoughts. If you remember those, you get an internet cookie for being old. Then we have the Madcap Laths. Another adventure, this time for Stormbringer, which I don't believe was a Games Workshop game. I may be wrong. I may be wrong. If I am, I apologise. This guy's waving at this person who's ignoring them. Hello. Hello. I like his Zeppelin. There's the Ark of the Covenant, perhaps, and a metal eagle and a metal scorpion. They look pretty cool. Is that a great unclean one? You tell me. Letters page, again, one day we'll have a look. Take that, mutant scum. These are all rules or something. I think this is like an FAQ. Some adverts, and then the RTB03 box set release, Devastators, which contains a land speeder, a mole mortar, and a tarantula. Marvellous. And an advert for the Talisman Timescape on the back. Hello. Hello.
That certainly was a very interesting issue. If you want to see more old White Dwarf issues, you can click the playlist up here somewhere. and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and always remember to drill your barrels.